welcome to another episode of the So Are We Doing Life podcast. Today we are going to do our first episode in a new segment called Unfiltered Updates. So Unfiltered Updates is just a casual chat where I share my thoughts and perspectives on current events. These updates are definitely not based on verified facts or deep research. They're purely my own opinions and my own perspectives of the situations. So please enjoy this conversation and feel free to come to your own conclusions. So today I was really debating on whether or not I was going to talk about this because it's happening now and there's a lot of back and forth about it. But I feel like, hey, we're talking about everything here, right? So today what I want to talk about, or just like from my own personal opinion, my own thoughts on this, are the drones that we see popping up and appearing everywhere. My first thought in this is just pay attention to the reaction of officials, right? Because they're super calm. And we all know since 2011, the U.S. airspace is pretty locked down. We panic very quickly over someone coming into our airspace. But the government has been eerily quiet and calm. And they keep telling us that it's not a threat. And I don't know if you remember earlier this year when we had the balloons or whatever, it was like a big, massive freak out. They did not react the same way. I feel like the government reacted more aggressively with the balloons and little things like that this year than they are right now. So that makes me, on a personal level, believe that maybe they know what's going on. Maybe they know what it is. Maybe they know something they're not telling us. And if you look at history, a lot of times the government, the officials, the people in charge, they always want to do what they think is not going to cause mass hysteria. So whatever it is, maybe they're afraid that it's going to cause an uproar, cause issues, cause chaos. So maybe that's why they're not telling us. Or, maybe it's something else. I've heard a few different theories out there, and I'm just going to share a couple of them with you and then kind of give you my take on those. So one of the theories is that these are government drones or like official military drones, and they're trying them out. I would say maybe so. And of course we know the military is denying it, but that doesn't mean that it's not theirs. But the reason that I have to say I think maybe that's not it is because we are seeing them all over the world. It's not just the United States. We may have started with New Jersey, or so we think. That's at least what the stories the media is putting out, but they're starting to pop up everywhere. So that makes me feel like that's not it. Is it possible that it is a world? This is another theory. Another theory is that it's big, huge, elaborate thing across different countries, like an experiment with advanced technology. I would say that is a big possibility. And of course, the big possibility, the other big theory is that it's aliens. I would also say, let's think about that a little bit, right? Because hear me out. If it is extraterrestrials or, something not of this planet, here's my thought on why the government would want us to be calm. Because our initial reaction is that maybe they're aggressive and we want to attack. That's just human nature. Human nature is to survive and to protect ourselves. So if we initially think that they're going to attack us and we're attempting to protect ourselves, wouldn't it make sense for the government to keep everybody calm? Because I think what everybody's missing, everybody's always like, if it's aliens, if they're aggressive, let's blow them out of the sky, let's do this, let's do that. But I want you to ponder this for just a moment. Let's say this is, something from another planet, something from not our solar system, something that's not human. What makes us as humans believe that we can outmaneuver, take out, defend ourselves against a species that is obviously far more advanced than we are? We haven't even discovered space travel. We are not doing that, at least not openly. Who knows what's going on behind the scenes? But in general, obviously, if they have already accomplished space travel and they have the ability to come here, they obviously have more technology than we do. So that's just a thought. Like, we really probably wouldn't be capable of defending ourselves and taking care of ourselves to the point where we are safe or even survival, or maybe it's just survival. So I just think whatever this is, whatever's happening behind the scenes, I just think that we're not being told the full story. I mean, I think we all know that, but I think we need to really start taking a moment to just pay attention to the reactions and to what people say, because a lot is said in what they don't say. And I think a lot is said in what they do say, meaning read into what is said, because sometimes we get a lot by what is said. And then I want to also talk about this whole healthcare thing. And I don't want to talk about healthcare from the perspective of the incident that happened with the CEO being shot. What I actually want to talk about is just healthcare in the United States in general and how we look at it, because I think that in 2024, of course, the world, especially here in the United States, we've become a bit desensitized to death, to murder, to violent crimes. And okay, that's on the one hand, but on the other hand, everyone is marking this person who took someone's life as a hero. If he took someone's life, allegedly, because even that, we could talk about that all day. I have different perspectives on that, different views. I just feel like something isn't right there, but that's my personal opinion. I feel like there's some of the story that's missing. But let's look at how the United States reacted to that, how people in the United States reacted to that. While people celebrated the fact that he did what he did, or supposedly did what he did, people celebrated him and are marking him as a hero. And I think that says a lot about healthcare in the United States and how we view it, because it almost feels like he is a Robin Hood of sorts. He's not taking money, he's not robbing from the rich and giving to the poor, but it's almost like he gave people back a sense of empowerment and justice. And so, I don't know, I think we need to really look at that and see that for what it is, see how people reacted. But I also think it's really important, and like this is even more important than the people's reaction, is to see his own company's reaction. When he got shot, when he was dying, laying on the ground, bleeding out, whatever was going on there, they just kind of stepped right over him and went on about their business and went on about the day like it was normal, like just another day at work. And I think that also says a lot about healthcare. And I think that is very telling on why people reacted the way that they did. So these are just my thoughts, my unfiltered updates. Let me know how you like this segment. I'm going to try to do this at least once a week, probably Monday mornings with my cup of coffee. And so we'll see how this goes. If you don't like it, please let me know and we can just nix this whole thing. But I am going to try it for a little while and see if you guys like it. Again, just want to remind you that this is not verified in facts. This is not verified in any deep research. This is just my take on what's happening right now, current events. All right, well, thank you for tuning in to another episode. Stay curious, stay honest, and keep doing life your way.